Parking is sacred in most American cities, and I believe that it is here in Australia as well. Despite that, we have businesses across town who are asking us to remove their on-street car parking in favor of these bicycle corrals. And this picture really, in many ways, tells the whole story of what we've accomplished in Portland. First, it tells us that there are so many people riding bikes that the sidewalks in our commercial districts can't handle them, can't park them on the sidewalks. There's not enough room to do it. Second, it tells us that our business owners, they recognize that cyclists are a market that they want to attract. They've got money in their pockets, and these are all generally local businesses. These are not big boxes on the fringe of towns, on the outskirts of town. These are locally owned businesses which are being supported because the cyclists, when they go someplace, when they go to a commercial area, they're making a short trip. They're not riding out to the outskirts of town. They're making short trips in their neighborhoods. So these cyclists are supporting their neighborhood businesses. The red dots are all the locations where we have these bicycle corrals. We've got 10 more pending. We've got 61 locations on the ground. We've got 11 more. Probably since I've been gone for a week, maybe there's only 8 more to be installed. We've got another 65 that we're processing. So we've had over 130 businesses who have approached us and say, please remove my on-street parking for cars and put in on-street parking for bikes. This would have been completely unheard of 5 years ago. And it's a key advancement for us because in our city, like in most cities, the business community holds a lot of political authority and a lot of political power. So this is a step in the right direction. We are now doing research. We're working with researchers at Portland State University to really quantify what cyclists are spending in commercial districts and how it compares to what people who arrive by car, by transit, and by foot. So we're constantly working to make the case. We're constantly working to win hearts and minds because it's still an uphill battle. The other thing that we're looking at quite closely is the health benefit. So the thing that these people all hold in common is that they're probably saving between 25 cents to $1 in healthcare costs for every mile they bicycle. And this is not data that we have locally. This is data that's coming out of Copenhagen, where the bicycle coordinator in Copenhagen reports this type of savings on healthcare costs. It's for reasons like this that our federal public health care providers, public health policy people, are telling us that we need to get people out of cars as a first target for increased physical activity. We need to get people biking and walking. This is what the Federal Center for Disease Control is telling us. Our local healthcare organizations are noticing this as well. This is a billboard that they ran a couple of years ago. Right? Very simple, very clear, very direct. So while all this has been